Hello YouTube. Sorry, my fourth part was cut down by my computer. So this is I was talking about I was always using wrong vocabulary when I first started to learn Japanese because I always said watashi is very old. It's for someone six 60 year for someone who is very old, and I should say watashi or boku or ore wa, and I didn't know this until I spoke with Japanese native speakers, and they taught me a lot of things. I think like already was always more more in Japanese it was like more, but they always use すでに食べたすでに洗ったすでに勉強したすでに okay. And in this video, so learning in a funny way can be on YouTube, talking to native speakers through Skype or in real situations. And when you go to a shop and, for instance, you learn Hindi and you get to know some Hindi salesman, you're gonna speak in Hindi and try to have some output about what you learn first, and then watching dramas or TV shows or just TV to get the language around you, and expose yourself to the language. It doesn't have has to be very long every day, like 20 minutes to 30. Half an hour is enough, but if you do it every day, it's good. It's good, definitely. After 1 year you will invest more than 150 hours of study on a language. So I want to speak about how I use bilingual books, and this is gonna be about Japanese, learning Japanese. I had this book, Read Real Japanese, and how I use it to actually learn Japanese advanced. This is advanced Japanese. One of the authors, I don't know how to pronounce this in English, is Yoshimoto Banana. Yoshimoto Banana. Yeah, I did not read her life because it's not interesting for me. Yoshimoto Banana. What is interesting is what she wrote in Japanese. So this on this side, as you can see, Japanese and Chinese is the same. From we read from right to left, and from the top part to the left, to the down. We read like this. Let me show you like this. Okay, when you complete the first line, you go to the second line, and so on, and you finish here. And okay, and let me talk about how I go about learning in bilingual books. Um, since the story is very long, like this story is like 20 pages, I cannot study 20 pages of advanced Japanese at once. So I have to break it down, and I will just take one sheet, one part, just one paragraph like this, and okay, I will listen to the audio, the same system. I will listen 5-10 times to the audio without 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 understanding everything. But this is just to get used to the sound of the language and to get used to the text. And after 10 times, I begin to break it down and in small pieces, and I will look up the words. And I highly recommend you to write the words in the book. In the book. In the book. Yeah. Here sometimes it's in French, sometimes it's in English, because sometimes I prefer to write it in French, sometimes I just copy the definition of my Japanese English online dictionary. Okay, and I will look up some words, and sometimes in Japanese I don't know. Okay, I don't know those hiragana were together, so I will put a line so that I know those words are together, and I will put a line on the right side to say this is together. This is one word. I don't have to break it down, and I will put a line on the other side to mean that this is new vocabulary I want to learn, and the translation, my vocabulary lists are here on the side. This is very good. The text has to remain clear. You don't want to write in the text. You write just next to the text is okay. This should be clean to be easy to read. Okay, and then I will read the first paragraph, and I will listen to it and make sense of what I'm trying to read, and then I read, and after actually I read like 5 times and 6 times, and okay, I fully understand it, and I begin to write it because you need to write for Japanese kanji, and I I read it like 20 times, and then I try to memorize and to memorize it and to say it without looking at the text. So it was like 20年代の、20年代20年 what was 20年代になるの、直前の娘 Oh, I don't remember because I just started with this text. But if you read it, should like be loud. You should read it out loud. Like 20年代になる直前の娘というものは大抵生意気盛りで世の中を自分の小さな頭の中にすっかりと収めているつもりになっているものだが and you should read it over and over out loud, and when you are ready with the first page, you use the same system with the second page, and here it's like this. Second page, here are the translations. I put it here of the words because sometimes you have the translation of all the sentence, but you don't know one word and you want to know what this word actually means. So you want to make it clear and put it here, and you do this for the first, second, and third, and you go and for example, you are studying the second page, and the day after you will read it from the first page to the second page, okay, and just focusing on the second page, and from time to time you will read the first page until the second page, and then back and forth, always like this, and then you do the third page and you review the first page, the second page, and you read over and over the third page, and you should do that like this throughout the book and get a good level. And when you finish it, listen over and over if you have the recordings. And this is how I go about learning advanced Japanese and bilingual books. And this is a video response to Cody languages, and I know he uses for German, I use for Japanese, so it's a very good way because we don't have to look up a lot of words, because a lot of words we can guess, okay, from all the translation in English or your native language, you can say, okay, this word I didn't know is this. You don't have to lose a lot of time in searching, looking for words in dictionaries, even if it's an electronical dictionary. You lose a lot of time if you have to look them up. So bilingual books are definitely great if you have an intermediate level and you want to get an advanced level. Yeah, like Steve Kaufman always said, you need a lot of words. Grammar is not so important, but you need a lot of words to be able to express ideas. Okay, thank you for listening and thank you for your time, and I hope you liked the video.